How's it going, rednecks? I'm here at Shop Peon with the Oldsmobile 98, and the lift is done. We still got to do the radiator and all that good stuff, but we're not here for that. We're here for that. We're going to try and put that topper on top of that car. And right now, it's getting dark quick, so I'm going to get this thing unloaded. We'll get everything inside, and we'll show you what's going on. Alright guys, the first thing we need to do is I'm going to mount 4 eyelets in the top of this thing so we can lift this thing up off the bed and set it right on top of our cars, and that way we'll also be able to kind of level it and tip it to the car. So let's get 4 holes drilled in that thing, get the eyelets mounted in it, and then let's get it off the bed and get a car under it. Well, there we go, rednecks. We got it lifted with the crane right now. We're going to pull the turtle out, and then we're going to actually start on bolting the front windows because we're not going to be using any of the front of this. So right here we're going to do a cut, and then right there we're going to do a cut, and we're going to do that on both sides, get everything removed, and then we're going to pull our car under it, set it down on the car, and kind of see what it looks like. So yeah, let's get my truck out, and we'll start removing that. Well, there we go, rednecks. We got the front all torn apart, cut off. Now the next step is to get this thing lifted up. We'll move it back here, pull a car in under it, and set it down and see what it looks like. So I'm excited to see what this thing's going to look like on the back of either my car or Tyler's. We're starting to debate now if it doesn't fit mine. He said he's game to put it on his, so we're going to see here in a second what it looks like on mine. Alright, rednecks, it's not fitting my car all that great. I already knew there was going to be some slight differences, obviously. It's for a truck. We're going to try and put it on Tyler's car now. He thinks he might want to run it, so we're going to see how different his looks as far as like how much more fitment is going to have to be cut out to make it work. And if it's the same amount, then we're going to cut it out for mine, kind of see what it looks like, and then once again move it over to his and keep going back and forth until one of us are happy. So let's get my car backed up, and then we're going to pull his in. Well, rednecks, with the topper on Tyler's car, it's looking about just as bad. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and cut the topper right here so we can lay it down further and be able to slide it past the windows. As well as we need to level that front corner out. We left everything long, knowing we were going to have to cut it away. Now that we know that we can, we're going to do all that. We're going to try and put it on my car, put it on his car again, and see how it looks. Well, right next we got the topper on here, and I gotta say, this thing is a lot closer than I would have ever expected. We still gotta trim the top out. I think we're gonna go another 3 inches and get that top smoothed out. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna bring this edge right here down. So what we're gonna end up doing is taking the trim, the chrome trim, and it'll inset into here. And we'll do the same thing right here. We're gonna have to cut down all the way down to here, get that to match. And then the back is lined up, so that's what the inside looks like right now. Oh yeah, this thing is freaking looking sick. I love how it looks. I guess we're gonna get to marking out the front, try and get that setting down, and then we're gonna figure out what we gotta do back here and what we gotta do for around the windows back there. So, man, I'm excited. Well, Rednecks, I forgot to fill you guys in. I was getting quite excited. This thing was coming along so good. I ended up making this cut right here, and as you can see, this follows the chrome line pretty good. And then up front here is what we're gonna end up with. I gotta do a little bit of trimming around this corner, but it's looking pretty good right now. And our next step is to try and cut this out to match that chrome line right there. Once that's all done, this thing's pretty much done. I'm getting pretty excited. This thing's looking pretty good. I'm not gonna step back and show you quite exactly what it looks like yet. I'm gonna finish cutting them back windows out, and then I'll let you see what it looks like. Well, dang, Rednecks, check it out. We got this thing all cut out and on, and I gotta show you the edges. This right here is gonna be our bottom edge, which we're gonna have to put some trim work on. This right here follows the chrome line. There is a little bit of a gap right here that follows it all the way to the front. And there's our front. I tell you what, that turned out 100 times better than I could have ever expected. I photoshopped a picture of this. I'll show that right now. And that's something I just kind of willy-nilly threw together in a Photoshop program I have. I tell you what, I'll do, here's the picture of it now, and here's what I had in mind. Dang, that's close, huh? But we're gonna finish this thing up tomorrow. We're gonna call it a night. It's actually 10 p.m. right now, so perfect time to call it. And we'll be back tomorrow, so I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, Rednecks, it's the next day, and as you can see, we pulled the trunk lid off right now, so the back's all opened up. And we are working on right now taking those 2 pieces of metal right there, and those are gonna be going along the side right here and kind of covering that gap in. We're not quite sure how we're gonna bolt it yet, if we're gonna run self-tappers or bolt it or whatnot. Unfortunately, right now, even though, look how crazy it is, it's Christmas, and every place is closed. I know this video's old. It's I'm quite a ways behind on my videos. I know that, but so we can't get anything for this. So we're gonna see what we got laying around the shop right now, and we'll get back to you. Well, check it out, Rednecks. We got this all done. We did break off one screw on the other side, unfortunately. I guess it was trial and error. The trunk lid kind of curved around, and when he was running a screw in, it kind of like kicked it up and broke it off. So one screw down on the other side ain't gonna make or break this thing, that's for sure. But what we got going on right now is we have to try and fill that back gap. And I think I found the perfect piece of steel for it. So I'm gonna cut that up, try and fit it on there, and we'll see what it looks like. Well, rednecks, it's getting pretty late. We cut a piece of metal for here. It's just not working. It's hitting the latches. There's like long rods that go along there. We need to figure out what kind of trim we're gonna run around here. And like I said, with it being Christmas, everything's closed right now, so we can't go to Lowe's or nothing, or Menards, or Ace Hardware, anywhere to get anything. So we're calling it a night. Unfortunately, next week we both have something going on. The week after that we got something going on. So it might be a bit before we get back to this thing, but I'm excited. This thing's looking pretty freaking good, and I'm happy with the results so far, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Comment, like, share, subscribe, and get back to work.